What's good, my man of society? It is your host with the most shadow look back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and are subscribed to the channel. It's absolutely free. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. Highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Now, what we're going to get into today is actually several topics, right? Answering several, questions about, the things I get asked over and over and over again. I'm just going to answer them all in one video. So we're going to get through them all right here. The whole, swefty blue, lefty, baldacci, bozo, dubs, all of that, right? Now, it revolves around, the YouTube, Chicano genre rap related type shit, right? Nowadays, how it goes. Everything's like intertwined. Apparently people pay attention to both, right? So we're going to speak on both, right? Now, the first one we'll talk about is the swefty blue, right? He had came out with a video with Chito Rana. It was all gravy and stuff like that. And then now he's dissing them all back again. He's going back to dissing. And with that, I feel like it's all a gimmick, right? I feel like at this point, maybe he's looking out, put out a new song, or maybe they're looking out to put out a new album, and he needs to get, people talking about it, right? Talking about him. And this is the fastest way and it's the way that everyone uses nowadays, right? It's kind of like seen as the only way that gets people talking about you, right? I mean, not that many people were yapping about Kendrick Lamar until he started beefing it with Drake, right? I mean, Tupac and Big's success probably wouldn't be as big as it was if it wasn't for their beef. Beef is just something that people, utilize, in order to promote themselves. You see, fights do it, wrestling does it, shit. Feuds is what gets people, tuning in. Sad but true. People love drama. That's just the way it is. You're not gonna get nobody to tune in on some positive shit or, speaking positive. Even though that's what people are always preaching and say, truly nobody wants to hear that. As fucked up as that sounds, boy, I'm here to call the truth, because whenever somebody's bringing some positivity shit, I should know. People just don't tap in. They only tap into the negative. So therefore, I feel like that's why he does that, right? Even though it looks foolish that, you squash beef and at this point, I'm starting to feel like it's not even like real beef, like it's not real insults. I feel like, maybe he taps in and lets them know what's happening. Maybe not to all of them, but at least to some of them, right? And they just use this as a marketing scheme, right? So that's my thoughts on that. Now the next is the whole lefty, going to Santa Rosa and supposedly filming a video and all that. Now I don't know if that's to be true or not, but I see a lot of people saying that that's not true or it's fake, and maybe it is, right? But it's strange that people themselves don't really know, but yet, because if you don't know, then as much truth that it could be is as much fake as it could be, right? But people lean into one more than the other, and that's biased opinion right there, bro. When you're non-biased, because I'm not gonna come and say that it is real, and I'm not gonna say that it's fake because I truly don't know, right? That's how you are when you're non-biased, right? Instead of leaning one side more to the other, and then you're being biased, right? Because why can't lefty do that, or why couldn't that be lefty, or what lefty lacks the like people don't know bands like that. People don't know bands' courage and stuff like that, for them to be vouching for him, right? So same with lefty, you know what I mean? They don't know what these individuals are actually truly capable of, so therefore, to automatically dismiss it is strange in itself, right? So I feel like, he's still getting a lot of hatred. And I had said that in the video. I had said, even though if he would respond or something like that, people are still going to say whatever they're going to say and think whatever they're going to think as they are doing it already. I just already know how humans, carry themselves, and this is just, typical, a typical response, because that's truly what it is. Even individuals that are over here that are mad that bands came and filmed that video when the incidents have nothing to do with them, is because they truly never thought that the Northerners would have the courage to come and do that, right? So they feel like disrespected. They feel like if they don't, like, they thought that people feared the South, that people would never, think of ever coming down here and doing some shit like that because of the control that they thought that they had, or this fear that they thought that they, hold. But truth of the matter is that when you're living the street life, it doesn't matter what side you're from, Chicago, New York, Texas, Northern California. Motherfuckers have balls, bro, and they're not gonna be scared of anything. Just like we have individuals that are not scared of anything, so do they. Never underestimate the other side. Like, I guess people were living in delusion, right? Thinking that somebody wouldn't have the courage to come into some shit like that, bro. But people have balls, bro. So to think that nobody would step to your face and not bow down is ridiculous in itself. Right? I always give the opposition that amount of respect, because you just never know. And when you get cocky, it's when you get caught lacking, and that's just the facts of things, right? Um, when it comes to the baldacci and the whole lefty gunplay and the whole situation with the face of LA, and that's the reason why the this isn't the you know this communication between both of them, right? Because they both said that they're the face of LA. I truly feel like LA has no face to it, right? Um, but if that's the title that people want to claim for themselves, then hey, a toda madre, you know what I mean? Baldacci's been doing it, right? So he just felt like maybe like a little bit disrespected, right? And just Lefty's just right now he's just he's the one that's buzzing, and he's the one that's popping, and so I don't think he said it in the form of to disrespect Baldacci, when he said that, because some people feel some certain way because they're saying that he's not even from LA, so how could he be the face of LA? So I understand where people are coming from. It is, like I said in that video, if you're not from that area, then you just can't be the face, of that area. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he did it in that sense. I just think, because of, all the, he's buzzing right now, he gets lost sometimes in the limelight, you know what I mean? But I don't think he did it, intentionally to disrespect Baldacci, And Baldacci could have reached out to him and, maybe they could have had a conversation, but hey, it is what it is. Um, they're both grown men, and, they can feel and, go about it however they choose. You know what I mean? Now, that's, my thoughts on that. And now when it comes to the whole bozo dissing Dubs, right? And, people were like, why do you think they do that? And yada, yada. Now, I don't know the background behind Dubs. People say, he has, he debriefed, and I don't know. I'm not gonna come on here and act like if I seen the work and I actually read it and know what's happening. I don't. So I don't know the status on him, like that, right? So I'm not gonna come on here and speak on that because I just truly don't know, because I haven't seen, So therefore, I'm not gonna be so recklessly come and speak on something that I don't know, right? But the reason he gets a lot of slack is because um, his affiliation with Gunner, and Gunner is a known snitch, because Gunner has paperwork on him. You know what I mean? There's black and white. He's actually, snitched on people on Fresno Bulldogs. The individual has thrown the paperwork out there, has came onto YouTube and actually told the story, and Gunner has actually admitted to it. Now he's pretending like he never snitched and that never happened, right? But I mean, those who have been around, no, Gunner has admitted to this information. Why he's acting brand new, I don't know. Maybe he likes to backpedal. He always does that. But Gunner has, paperwork on him. He's a known snitch. He snitched, since CYA. So how did he have a career if he already snitched in CYA, bro? You know what I mean? Fabrication after fabrication, bro. And these are the facts. I'm not here to make up anything on nobody or throw dirt on anybody. The paperwork's right there, bro. It's out there, bro, on YouTube if people want to read it. So, and like I said, he's admitted to it. So, you know what I mean? So he snitched. And I think because he hangs around with a known snitch, is why people, see him a certain way. Because it's not about bettering yourself or nothing like that. It's like you're saying, all this and that, how you keep it real and everything, but you're lying to people, saying that you never put nobody away that you never told when you did. And that just makes, what the birds of a feather flock together. That's why, But that's my thoughts on why I feel like he gets a lot of backlash on that, right? And overall, you know, the whole North and South thing, both sides are the same. They both have their riders, they're down individuals. No side's better than no other side, and this is all foolishness, anyways. You know what I mean? Like, always give a man at least that amount of respect. Even if you just like their side or whatever. Never talk when a person's not present. If you're gonna be talking on somebody, at least do it while they're present. At least that way they have the right to defend themselves, and that way you can handle action. Because doing it when they're not around is just seen as you want clout, you want to be seen as tough, but you're not really about that action. Because real individuals, when they really have a problem with somebody, they go and tell them directly. They don't do it on a message, on a phone, nothing like that. You get what I mean? You get nothing out of talking shit about somebody when they're not present. It's different when you're bringing the truth and being honest, right? Compared to when you want to insult somebody and put them down. You know what I mean? So all this talking is not gangster, and it's not down, and it's not cool. And those are the facts. Hate it or love it, take it or leave it. It is what it is. I'm just saying, shadow we up.